In this edition of the Parliament Report, controversy over Jeep in Parliament, parish councillors to get powers of JP, and the Taxation Committee meets for the first time. The People's National Party's Jamaica Emergency Employment Program JEEP was conveyed from the political platform of the PNP's annual conference to Parliament as the Jamaica Labour Party tabled a motion to debate the job creation plan. Member of Parliament for St. Anne's Southwest, Ernest Smith, tabled the motion on September 20, which called for an examination of the program. PNP President Portia Simpson Miller had unveiled the vehicle during the party conference on September 18. She said JEEP was an attempt to address the country's unemployment problems. However, the governing JLP wants to test drive the vehicle in Parliament to determine whether the program can stand up to rigorous scrutiny. Smith, who introduced the motion, argued that the House of Representatives should examine JEEP to determine its feasibility and practicality as a measure of addressing Jamaica's social and economic challenges. But the parliamentary opposition is having none of it, saying it is not prepared to engage in a debate on the motion. East Central St. Andrew MP Dr. Peter Phillips rejected the motion, contending that the business of the House was to examine the conduct of government. He said the matter was not before the House in the form of a document. Dr. Phillips said, if the member wants to have a discussion outside of the House, in a few months, whenever the Prime Minister chooses to name the general election date, then we can talk. Phillips said it was dangerous to the order of the House that a political debate outside of the business of government was being brought to Parliament. However, Leader of Government Business Andrew Holness said the government considered it an urgent matter and the debate was therefore desirable. The motion, which will now be placed on the order paper, will be added to the 52 private members' motions which are before the House for consideration and debate. Two opposition members of Parliament have rejected a proposal to grant Justices of the Peace powers to parish councillors. MP for Manchester North West Dean Peart and Westmoreland Eastern MP Luther Buchanan warned against accepting this recommendation. They were debating the Attestation of Instruments Act on September 20 in Parliament. The bill, which was passed by the House, amends the Attestation of Instruments Act to allow councillors and mayors to be given the authority of a Justice of the Peace, JP, with respect to the verification and attestation of documents for the duration of their tenure in office. In his comments, Peart said, I am afraid about appointing a member of Parliament or a councillor automatically as a JP. I am suggesting to you that each one should go through the fit and proper test. His colleague Buchanan expressed similar sentiments, saying, if an elected representative is of questionable character, unless a public notice is made, that person could continue to sign to support inappropriate behavior. Justice Minister Delroy Chuck acknowledged the issues raised but reasoned that both political parties should contribute to the process of ensuring that elected representatives satisfied certain fit and proper criteria. And finally, in the Parliament Report, a parliamentary committee meeting on taxation got underway on September 21. Chairman of the committee, Finance Minister Audley Shaw, says the work of the group will be critical to the country's development. In April, the government tabled a green paper on tax reform which proposes, among other things, the application of General Consumption Tax GCT to products which did not attract the tax. It also proposes to reduce the rate of GCT from 17.5% to 12.5%. The green paper also proposes that the statutory corporate income tax of 33.33% be reduced to 30% by January 1, 2012, then to 25% by 2013, in line with what is now being charged for personal income tax. It also proposed that the personal income tax threshold, which now stands at $441,168 per annum, be increased to $507,312 starting January 2012. The finance minister said the Private Sector Organization of Jamaica has engaged a consultant to examine the impact the proposals would have on businesses. The reform of the tax system is a critical plank of the government's arrangement with the International Monetary Fund. And that's how we bring the curtains down on another edition of the Parliament Report. Thanks to Erica Virtue, who filled in while I was on vacation. Until the next bulletin, I'm Edmund Campbell saying, walk good.